Hello students, welcome to my channel Hans Commerce Tutorial for the lectures on commerce, accounts, finance and management. My suggestion to you, before watching the video, please go to the description below my video. You'll find a link there. Take a printout of the problems given in the link and keep it ready before watching the video so that you can be able to understand the problem, the solution and the explanation to get the maximum benefit from the lectures. Thank you. Come on students, now we'll start the problems on diagrammatic and graphic presentation. The previous video we have discussed the complete theory regarding the diagrams and graphs. Now we'll find out we'll study the problems. But what I expect, everybody must have the question paper, must have the problems which I have given in the link. Please make a copy and keep it ready. Now, first problem you see. Present the following data in the form of a line diagram. तो पहला problem line diagram के ऊपर है. Years are given 2000, 2001, 2, 3, 4. So 5 years data is given. Profit in lakhs of rupees are given 125, 225, 250, 270 and 310. These are the profits given. So 5 years are given 2000, 2001, 2, 3, 4 and profits are given. We have to present this data through a line diagram. X-axis will represent year and Y-axis will represent profit in lakhs of rupees. So X-axis we have taken years 2000, 2001, 2, 3, 4. ये 5 years दे दिया. Now profits are given and profits we have taken on Y-axis. So before drawing the graph, first you must take an appropriate scale. अब देखिए 5 years data is given. So what I have taken in a scale on x-axis. X-axis के ऊपर 2 centimeter is equal to 1 year. So every 2 centimeter I have put a mark here. For every 2 centimeter I have plotted a mark. Then 2000, 2001, 2, 3, 4. So every 2 centimeter 1 year. On y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 50 lakh. Why I have taken 50 lakh? Because the highest profit was 310. Highest profit was 310. I cannot take 1 centimeter is equal to 1 lakh. 310 centimeter I require. I don't have 310 centimeter. So if I take 1 centimeter is equal to 50, then 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350. Like this 7 centimeter I can be able to adjust the graph. तो ग्राफ पेपर के ऊपर ये देखना है कि लेजिबल रहना, अप्रोक्सीमेटली 10 सेंटीमीटर के अंदर ग्राफ आ जाए, राइट? तो 1 सेंटीमीटर आई हैव टेकन 50. 1 सेंटीमीटर इज इक्वल टू रुपीस 50 लाख. तो 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350. मैक्सिमम 310 है, बट आई हैव टेकन अप टू 350. नाउ वी हैव टू पुट द मार्क्स. फर्स्ट 2000 ईयर के लिए प्रॉफिट इज 125. फॉर द ईयर 2000 प्रॉफिट इज 125. तो देखिए 125 इज एग्जैक्टली बिटवीन 100 एंड 150. 100 और 150 के बीच में 125 है. सो आई हैव मेड वन पॉइंट, आई हैव प्लॉटेड वन पॉइंट. देन 2001 के लिए प्रॉफिट इज 225. तो अगेंस्ट 2001 के ऊपर 225. 225 विल बी एग्जैक्टली बिटवीन 200 एंड 250. 200 और 250 के बीच में 225 आएगा. यहां पर एक प्लॉट डाल दिया एग्जैक्टली ओवर 2001. देन 2002 द प्रॉफिट फॉर 2002 इज 250. तो 2002 का प्रॉफिट 250. तो अगेंस्ट 250 या 250 है क्या, 250 के लाइन में एक प्लॉट डाल दिए, पॉइंट डाल दिए. नाउ 2003 प्रॉफिट इज 270. फॉर 2003 प्रॉफिट इज 270. 270 इज above this between 250 and 300. 250 और 300 के somewhat बीच में, क्योंकि 270 बता रहा, 275 अगर रहता तो एग्जैक्टली सेंटर रहता था. सेंटर से थोड़ा सा नीचे ले लेंगे, एक पॉइंट डाल देंगे. ये क्या होगा 275, 270. लास्ट वन 310, 310. तो 2004 के ऊपर 310. 310 विल बी अबव 300. 300 के थोड़ा ऊपर 310 यहां पर पॉइंट. Now you have plotted all the points regarding representing the profits for different years. Now with the help of scale, join the points. ये पूरे पॉइंट्स को स्केल से ज्वाइन कर दो, ये दो पॉइंट को ज्वाइन कर दिया, फिर यहां से ये पॉइंट ज्वाइन करें, फिर ये पॉइंट ज्वाइन करें, फिर ये पॉइंट. दिस इज कॉल्ड लाइन डायग्राम. इट इज कॉल्ड ए line diagram. That's it. First problem completed. Now see the second problem. The following are the 5-year sales of Lakshmi traders. Based on the data, draw a simple bar diagram. ये line diagram था. Now we have to draw a bar diagram. Rectangular bars we have to make. So here the diagram here is given 2000, 2001, 2, 3, 4. Again 5 years data is given. Sales are given 200, 325, 410, 300, 250. अब ये प्रॉब्लम है हमको ड्रॉ करना है बार डायग्राम. पहले लाइन डायग्राम था. अब देखिए सिंपल बार डायग्राम 2000, 2001, 2, 3, 4. एक्स एक्सिस के ऊपर ईयर ले लिया 5 इयर्स. अब वाई एक्सिस के ऊपर वी हैव टेकन द सेल्स. द मैक्सिमम सेल्स गिवन इन द प्रॉब्लम इज 410. 410. तो हम क्या करेंगे 1 सेंटीमीटर 50 ले लेंगे. 50 अगर 1 सेंटीमीटर 50 ले लिए तो 50, then 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, then 450 तक भी जा सकते हैं because we need 410. 410 we require, right? Now bar diagram draw करने के लिए for the year 2000. For the year 2000 the sales are 200. ये 2000 ईयर के लिए सेल्स 200 है. तो यहां पर 200 के अगेंस्ट में एक पॉइंट डाल दीजिए. पॉइंट डालकर बाजू एक वर्टिकल लाइंस ड्रॉ करके बार डायग्राम ड्रॉ कर देंगे. बार ड्रॉ कर देंगे. उसी तरह 2001 के लिए सेल्स आर 325. 325 इज एग्जैक्टली बिटवीन 300 एंड 350. 300 और 350 के बीच में 325 है. तो यहां पर एक पॉइंट डाल देंगे और 2 पैरेलल लाइंस ड्रॉ करेंगे, वर्टिकल लाइंस, देन मेक इट ए बार फॉर 2001. सिमिलरली 2002 there is a sales of 410. तो यह 400 है, 400 के ऊपर 410 आएगा. यहां पर एक पॉइंट डाल दीजिए. 2 parallel vertical lines you draw and make it a bar for 2002. Then 2003 there is a profit of 300. ये 300 है. ये 300 के अगेंस्ट में यहां पर एक पॉइंट डाल देंगे. Then 2 parallel lines, vertical lines, make it a bar. 2004. For 2004 the sales are 250. ये 250 है. 250 के लाइन पे एक पॉइंट डाल देंगे. 2 पैरेलल लाइंस, वर्टिकल लाइंस, मेक इट ए बार. दैट्स ऑल. सो यू हैव मेड अ सिंपल बार डायग्राम फॉर सेकंड प्रॉब्लम. नाउ थर्ड प्रॉब्लम. फॉर द फॉलोइंग डाटा ड्रॉ ए सिंपल बार डायग्राम फर्म एक्स वाई जेड. अब देखिए 3 फर्म्स है एक्स वाई जेड. तो प्रोडक्शन एक्सपेंसेस आर गिवन. रॉ मटेरियल, वेजेस, डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस, इनडायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस, total cost. So we are having 4 items. What are the 4 items? For every firm we are given the raw material, wages, direct expense, indirect expense. Total cost is 35. Now how we have drawn this bar diagram? See, simple bar diagram. Firms we have taken on x-axis, x, y, z. 3 firms are there. Then on y-axis we have taken all expenses, production expenses. Production expenses are 4. They are raw material, direct wages, direct expense, indirect expense. ये 4 आइटम्स को प्रोडक्शन एक्सपेंसेस कहते हैं. अब यहां पर दे दिया है एक्स फर्म के लिए. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वाई एक्सिस वी हैव टेकन द स्केल 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 like that up to 60 because maximum total is 60. The total expenses, the total production expenses are 60 for firm Y. So we have taken 5, 10, 15, 20 like that up to 60. 12 सेंटीमीटर में आ जाएगा. Now X firm के लिए it is given 20 as the raw material. 20 is the raw material. So we have depicted the raw material through vertical lines. Vertical lines raw material का है. Horizontal lines wages है. Diagonal lines direct expense है. और plane जो है ये indirect expense है. So we are showing in the diagram the index. The index are vertical lines raw material, horizontal lines wages, diagonal lines direct expense, plane indirect expense. तो पहले फर्म X के लिए 20 is the raw material. तो यहां पर 20 के लाइन में एक बार ड्रॉ कर देंगे. ये 20 सेंटीमीटर आ गया. 20 रुपीस आ गया. ये डायरेक्ट मटेरियल है, वर्टिकल लाइन. उसके बाद 10 is the wages. तो 20 से लेकर 30 तक ये 10 हो गया. From 20 to 30 it is wages, तो horizontal line. फिर 30 के बाद it is given in the problem as 3 is the direct expense. तो 3 is the direct expense. Direct expense is shown is diagonal line. ये diagonal line है 3. बचा हुआ 2 plain है, ये indirect expense. Plain is the indirect expense. So we have shown for firm X how much is the raw material, how much are the wages, how much direct expense and how much indirect expense. Similar case for Y. Y के लिए raw material is given 40. तो raw material is given 40. तो यहाँ से यहाँ तक 40 हो गया. Then wages are given 10. तो 40 से लेके 50 तक ये 10 जो है wages है. Then we have after that 5 are the direct expense and 5 was the indirect expense. तो ये 5 डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंस है और 5 इनडायरेक्ट एक्सपेंस है. टोटल हो गया 60. तो डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंस आर डिपिक्टेड एज डायगोनल लाइंस, इनडायरेक्ट एक्सपेंस आर प्लेन. ये प्लेन जो है ये इनडायरेक्ट एक्सपेंस है. नाउ Z, फर्म Z के लिए 25 इज द डायरेक्ट मटेरियल, रॉ मटेरियल. तो 25 यहां पर 25 है, अगेंस्ट 25 आई हैव मेड अ लाइन हियर. सो वर्टिकल लाइंस आर रॉ मटेरियल. From 25 to 35, 10 is the wages. So ये wages are diagonal line. Then diagonal line are direct expenses. Then again 10 are diagonal expenses. Then remaining 5 is the indirect expenses. This is the diagram for problem number 3. Now see the problem number 4. The problem number 4 says present the following data by percentage bar diagram. हमको शो करना है percentage bar diagram. Here item of expenditure are given food, clothing, rent, light and fuel, other. और expenditure of the family दे दिया. Food के ऊपर 160 है, clothing के ऊपर 80 है, rent 60, light and fuel 20, other 80. We have to present this data in a percentage bar diagram. So before drawing the percentage bar diagram, we calculate the percentage for each item. So percentage bar diagram, calculation of percentage of item. So items are food, clothing, rent, light and fuel, others. Expenditure is given in the problem 160, 80, 60, 20, 80. The total of the expenditure comes to 400. Now we calculate the percentage. The first one, 160 divided by 400 into 100. 160 by 400 into 100 is 40. So we can say food is 40% of the total expenditure. Similarly, clothing. Clothing 80 by 400 into 100, 20. 60 by 400 into 100, 15. 20 by 400 into 100, 5. 80 by 400 into 100, 20. The percentages, if you add up, you will get 100%. So we have converted the actual data into percentages. Now these percentages we have to depict in the diagram, in the bar diagram. So x-axis we have taken food, clothing, rent, light and fuel, other. ये 5 items, 5 items we have taken on the x-axis. On y-axis we have taken percentage of expenditure. We are not showing the actual expenditure, we are showing the percentage expenditure. So y-axis we are taking 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 up to 100. 100%. Now food. Food के ऊपर कितना percentage है? 40%. So we have drawn a bar diagram up to 40. Up to 40 we have taken a bar diagram. Second, clothing के ऊपर 20%. So for clothing 20. From 20 we'll make a bar. Then rent. Rent के लिए हमारे पास 15. Rent 15%. Then light and fuel 5%. And last other is 20%. That's it. So we have drawn the diagram, percentage diagram for 4th problem. Come on, now we'll start problem number 5. See the 5th problem. Represent the following data by percentage bar diagram. We have to find out the percentage. You have to prepare the percentage bar diagram. In percentage bar diagram, we have to convert all the values into percentages and present that in the diagram. So here the items are given: food, education, clothing, lighting, miscellaneous. So these items we are going to take it on the x-axis. On y-axis we are given family A and family B. The total income of family A 500 and the total income of family B is 300. Above 500 में 200 food, 100 education, 120 clothing, 50 lighting and 30 miscellaneous. And family B, out of 300, 120 food, 80 education, 40 clothing, lighting 30, miscellaneous 30. So we have to convert these actual values into percentages. The percentage bar diagram, calculation of percentage. Items are given: food, education, clothing, lighting, miscellaneous. Family A income 200, 100, 120, 50, 30. Total income 500. 500 में से ये expenditure incur करें on different items. तो percentage calculate करने के लिए 200 divided by 500 into 100. 200 divided by 500 into 100, 40%. 100 divided by 500 into 100, 20%. 120 divided by 500 into 100, 24%. 50 by 500 into 100, 10%. 30 by 500 into 100, 6%. Total percentage 100. So now we are going to show the diagram in percentages, not in amounts. Same is the case for family B. Family B total income is 300. So 120 divided by 300 into 100, 40. 80 divided by 300 into 100, 26.67. 40 divided by 300 into 100, 13.33. 30 divided by 100 into 100, 10%, 10%. Total if you add up, 100%. Now this percentage of family A, percentage of family B, we have to show it in the graph. So the x-axis we are going to take the items: food, education, clothing, lighting and miscellaneous. And percentage of incomes we are going to show it on the y-axis for both the families A and B. So you can see what is the percentage of food on family A? 40%. Percentage on food by family B 40%. दोनों 40% है. Family A 40%, family B 40%. तो ये 40, ये 40 के लाइन में एक टिक डाल देंगे. यहाँ पर दो बार्स ड्रॉ करेंगे. One bar will draw for A family, one bar will draw for B family. तो A and B both are 40%. On what item? Food. Second, education. Education 20% on A family and 26.67% by B family. तो 20%, this is 20. ये 20 के लाइन में एक पॉइंट डाल देंगे, यहां से एक स्मॉल बार ड्रॉ करेंगे A फैमिली. और B फैमिली 26.67, तो 20 के ऊपर बीच में यानी 20 और 30 के सेंटर में 25 आएगा. हमको 26.67 चाहिए, तो 26.67 की लाइन में एक पॉइंट डाल देंगे, ये बार डाल देंगे B. तो A, this expenditure on education and B's expenditure on education. A's expenditure 20, B's expenditure 26.67. Now third item is clothing. Clothing के लिए 24% by A family and 13.33% by B family. तो this clothing 24%, ये 20 है, 20 और 30 के बीच में 24% by A family and 13.33%. 13.33 means above 10 by B family. Clothing हो गया. Next, lighting. Lighting 10% by A family, 10% by B family. So against 10, we have to draw two bars, A family, B family, same 10%. Then miscellaneous 6% by A family, 10% by B family. So 6% by A and 10% by B. This is the presentation of bar diagram for family A, family B. Percentage bar diagram. Now see the sixth problem. Prepare broken bar diagram for the following data. Name of the item: expenditure. House rent 400, food 500, electricity bill 1500, 600, medical and telephone bills 1500 and miscellaneous 200. Now we have to show it on the diagram. The name of the item we are given: house rent, food, electricity bill, medical bill, miscellaneous. And the bar diagram we are taking expenditure in rupees 100. Two zeros are omitted. So 100, 200, 300, 400 like that up to 1500. Maximum expenditure is 1500. So house rent it is given as 400. So 400 पे एक बार डाल देंगे. And food 500. Electricity bill 600. Medical and telephone bill 1500. Then last one, miscellaneous, it is 200. So we have represented the data in a bar diagram. Now, seventh problem you see. Present the following data through pie diagram. Pie diagram means circle diagram. So here items are given: food, clothing, rent, other expense. 4 items are given. Amount spent: 880 on food, 220 on clothing, 330 on rent, 550 on other expenses. So first of all, first time we are drawing a pie diagram. So what is a pie diagram? It enables us to show the breaking of a given total into various component parts. This pie diagram will show the total expenditure into different parts, different items. It is so called because the entire looks like a pie and the component resembles slices cut from the pie. Pie जो है सर्कल है, सर्कल के pieces कट करेंगे, एक एक slice जो रहता वो एक एक item. तो we are going to make the slices of the pie. Each slice will make one item. In order to construct a pie diagram, equate the total of all the values to 360 degrees by drawing a circle. In a circle, the total angle is 360. तो 360 degrees में हमको divide करना है expenditure. For each component, find the number of degrees that can be assigned to it if the total is 360 degrees. Total 360 degrees. अब एक एक item कितना degrees होता वो हमको calculate करना है. तो calculation of degrees, item food. Food के ऊपर 880 है, clothing 220 है, rent 330, other expense 550. The total of the expenditure is 1980. Total expenditure on all the items. Now we have to convert this expenditure amount into degrees. The total degrees are 360. So here 880 divided by 1980 into 360. You will get 160 degrees. 160 degrees is on food. Similarly, 220 divided by 1980 into 360. 40 degrees is on clothing. And 330 divided by 1980 into 360. 60 degrees is for rent. And other expense of 550 divided by 1980 into 360. 100 degrees is for other expenses. Now if you take the total of the degrees, you will get 360 degrees. Now with the help of scale, round scale will come in compass box. In compass box, a D scale will come. By using the D scale, we can be able to make the angles here. पहले first of all क्या करेंगे? One circle, round, exactly round circle you make. Not roughly, but using the compass box, you can make the round circle. After making the round circle, take the radius. कहीं से भी एक radius draw कर लेंगे. ये radius की जो line रहती है, उसके ऊपर D scale रखेंगे. D scale में you will find one straight line. तो straight line coincide with the radius. ये radius के ऊपर D scale के line को coincide कर देंगे, मिला देंगे. मिलाकर angle देखेंगे कितना. अब जैसा food के लिए 160 degrees है, तो D scale के ऊपर degrees रहता है. वो line coincide करने के बाद degrees 160 degrees. 160 degrees पर मैं point डाल देंगे. Point डालकर ये center से जहां पर radius है, यहां से एक line draw कर दिया, ये 160 degrees food आ गया. Food आ गया. फिर D scale को ये line के ऊपर coincide करेंगे. ये line के ऊपर D scale coincide करेंगे. Coincide करके next angle 40 degrees चाहिए. तो यहां से 40 degrees पर एक point डाल देंगे. ये 40 degrees जो आ गया ये clothing. अब D scale फिर यहां पर coincide करेंगे. Put the D scale here to coincide. From here we want 60 degrees. यहां से 60 degrees के ऊपर point कर देंगे. ये एक line draw कर देंगे. अब ड्रॉ करने की जरूरत नहीं है. रिमेनिंग स्पेस इज अदर एक्सपेंसेस. वो अदर एक्सपेंस ऑटोमेटिकली 100 डिग्रीज आए. रिमेनिंग स्पेस डेफिनेटली यू विल गेट 100 डिग्रीज. दैट इज द अदर एक्सपेंस. दैट्स ऑल. दिस इज द पाई डायग्राम. Now see the eighth problem. Problem number 8. Draw a pie diagram by showing the following values. So capital 1 lakh, profit and loss account 20,000, current liability 60,000, creditors 40,000 and bank loan 15,000. So 5 items are given and these 5 items we have to represent in a pie diagram. So already in the previous problem we have discussed what is pie diagram and how to draw it. Then see here. First of all, we have to calculate the degrees, calculation of degrees. Items are given capital, P&L account, current liability, creditors, bank loan. For each of the item, expenditure is given in the problem. 1,20,000, 60, 40, 50. Total expenditure is 2,35,000. Now to find out the degrees, take the amount divided by total amount into 360 degrees. So 1 lakh divided by 2,35,000 into 360, 153.2 degrees. Similarly, P&L account 20,000, 20,000 by 2,35,000 into 360, 30.64. 60,000 divided by 2,35,000 into 360, 91.91. In this way, we have calculated all the degrees for each of the items. The total of the degrees must be 360 and the total of the amount is 2,35,000. Now we have to represent this in the pie diagram. I already told you how to draw the pie diagram. First of all, make a correct circle. Exact circle you make. Then make a radius. Radius means from the circumference of this circle, draw a straight line till the middle, center में. तो center तक जो draw करेंगे ये radius हो जाएगा. अब take the radius as the base. In the D scale, using the D scale, coincide that line, straight line in the D scale with this radius. Then take the degrees. First of all, capital it is given 153.2. So see 153.2 in the D scale. At exactly 153.2, put a mark. Then draw a line from the center of this circle to the circumference. This will give you capital. Now, coincide the line of the D scale with this line and take 30.64 degrees. 30.64 degrees, again you put a mark here and join the center to this line. This will give you P&L account. Then coincide the D scale straight line on this line. Coincide it. And take 91.91 degrees. You will get current liabilities. Then coincide the D scale line on this line and take 61.28. So at 61.28, put a mark here and draw the line till the center. Then there is no need for the remaining balance will be taken as bank loan, that will be equal to 22.98. No need to take the 22.98, take the balancing figure. That's all. This is the pie diagram showing the slices for each of the item of expenditure. Now see the ninth problem. Explain the procedure of drawing a diagram, pie diagram, and draw a pie diagram to the following data. First of all, it is asking you to explain the procedure of drawing a pie diagram, and then draw items: cement, steel, bricks, timber, labor, expense, miscellaneous expenses. Expenditure 20, 18, 10, 15, 25, 12. So first of all, I have given the explanation to the term how to prepare the pie diagram. Procedure for drawing a pie diagram is convert each expense into degrees by dividing the expense amount with the total expenditure and then multiply with 360, which represent one full circle. Here already procedure we have seen. Take the amount divided by the total expenditure, multiply by 360. This will give you the degrees. Draw a circle and mark a radius. Next step, एक circle draw करेंगे, एक radius draw कर लेंगे. Then taking the radius as the base, mark an angle of 180 degrees, taking this as base. Then mark the other degrees and make slices of the circle. Each slice makes one item. Now in our problem, the items given are here: cement. Cement item is given expenditure 20, steel 18, bricks 10, timber 15, labor 25, miscellaneous 12. Total expenditure is 100. Now degrees: 20 by 100 into 360, 72%. 18 by 100 into 360, 64.8. 10 divided by 100 into 360, 36. 15 by 100 into 360, 54. 25 by 100 into 360, 90 degrees. 12 by 100 into 360, 43.2. Now take the total 360 degrees, right? Now we have to represent in a circle. First, to draw a complete circle, draw the radius, put the D scale and coincide with this and take one by one. First, cement is 72 degrees. So at 72 degrees, put a mark and join this line to the center of the circle. This will give you cement slice. Then steel slice, put the D circle line and coincide on this line. Then take the degrees of steel. Steel are 64.8. At 64.8, put a mark and then join this to the center. This will give you steel. Again put the D circle line on this coincide. Then bricks. Bricks are 36 degrees. From here find out 36 degrees and put a mark. Join this line. Bricks ho gaya. Next put the D circle here and take the timber. Timber how much? 54. 54 degrees, put a mark and then join. Then put the D scale here and find out. Next is labor 90 degrees. So at 90 degrees put a mark and join. Remaining balance is the miscellaneous. This is the complete pie diagram procedure. Come on, now we'll start 10th problem. See the 10th problem. The following table gives the details of monthly expenditure in rupees of two families, family A, family B. Items of expenditure: food, clothing, house rent, education, entertainment, miscellaneous. Family A expenditure is 300, 200, 300, 250, 182, 168. Total 1400. Similarly, family B 400, 350, 600, 450, 340, 260. Total is 2400. Represent the above figures by drawing a pie diagram. So pie diagram we have to show. So family A, family B. So family A, family B, pie diagram. First we'll draw the circle. Then calculate the degrees for both family A, family B. Items: food, clothing, house rent, education, entertainment, miscellaneous. The expenditure whatever is given in the problem, the total is 1400 given. Now we have to find out the degrees. 300 divided by 1400 into 360, you will get this. 200 divided by 1400 into 360, you will get 51.43. 300 divided by 1400 into 360, 77.14. Similar calculations you have to make for family B. 400 divided by 2400 into 360. 350 divided by 2400 into 360, 52.5. Like this you have drawn the degree. Now these degrees should be represented in the circle. So first you make a radius. After making the radius, put the D scale coincide with this radius. Then 77.14. At 77.14 put a point, join this to the center. This will give you food. Put the D scale at this point. Then again take 51.43. At 51.43 put a point, mark here and join this. Put the D scale at this point. Then house rent. House rent is 77.14. Here 77.14, put a mark, join. Like this you have to make for both family A as well as family B. Now see the 11th problem. Represent the following table by pie diagram. Expenditure: item, food, clothing, rent, fuel, others. Family A 1650, 1400, 2500, 1450, 2000. Family B 2400, 2000, 3600, 1800, 1200. So exactly similar to the previous problem. 10th प्रॉब्लम के वैसा ही 11th प्रॉब्लम है. पाई डायग्राम A family, B family, calculation of degrees, items, family A degrees, family B degrees. Now draw this circle and make the pie diagram slices. Now see the next problem, 12th one. Represent the data through histogram. Marks are 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80, 80 to 100. So here continuous frequency distribution is given and we have to draw the histogram. We have to draw the histogram. See, drawing the histogram. On x-axis we have taken the class interval 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60 like that. Now center. From the center of 0 to 20, we have to make the frequencies. The frequencies are given 5, 10, 15, 20 like that we have taken. Because the highest frequency is given in the problem as 25. The highest frequency is given as 25. Right? We have gone 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Then 6. For 0 to 20, the frequency is 6. So just above 5, put a mark and then draw a bar diagram. Then for 20 to 40, the frequency is 10. So against 10, put a mark and then draw a bar diagram. Then 40 to 60, frequency is 25. So against 25, put the bar. For 60 to 80, 9. So against 9, put a bar. The last 80 to 90, 10 is the frequency. So against 10, put a bar. This is called the histogram.